Safemoon is on fire this week. If you're a Safemoon fan, then make sure you do not skip this video because I'm going to be giving you in-depth details on a huge wave of free tokens that'll be coming your way very shortly. Plus, did you hear that the V2 Burn wallet has been excluded from rewards? Is this the end of Burn? Because if it is, then it changes everything. Make sure you watch this video to the end because I'll be revealing major updates. You definitely don't want to miss this, so stick around. Disclaimer: this is a giveaway winner from yesterday. What's up, Safemoon Army? It's great that you could join in today's video because I've got several huge updates coming your way. If this is your first time, please consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get to know when there's a new video on the channel. Also, please, don't forget that I'm not a financial advisor and I cannot tell you what to do with your money. So please, do your own research and speak with your financial advisor before making any investment. And with that said, let's get into today's video. First off, some good news. V2 now has 150,000 holders. This is great because this means that more people are getting on board V2. However, 150,000 remains a small number, especially in comparison to the nearly 3 million followers on V1. Nevertheless, as I explained in my previous videos, this is not a bad thing at all. The more people we have on V1, the better for those of us on V2 because it means that we get to earn more reflections. How does it work? Well, first off, V1 is going to be locked very soon. By the way, keep watching to find out when. Now, once this happens, it means that V1 will no longer be usable on the blockchain. So, for all intents and purposes, those tokens are lost and any wallet that holds them is pretty much now a burn wallet. Also, don't forget that there are those who bought Safemoon but by now have forgotten all about it. Many of these holders have probably even lost the key to their wallet, which means that their wallets are now dust wallets or technically burn wallets. Since the tokens in that wallet are no longer accessible, it means that they have been permanently taken out of circulation, which is what a burn is about anyway. This is good news for Safemoon holders because, with these wallets out of the way, there will be a fewer number of people to share the reflections and then we each get a larger share. But of course, this would depend on trading volume and how many tokens you hold. Now, that's one angle to why the fewer people at V2 is a huge plus for Safemoon's community. However, while doing my research, I uncovered more benefits of this development for the Safemoon community, and boy, did they blow my mind. In fact, if I'm doing my calculations correctly, all of us on V2 might just be getting thousands of free V2 tokens. I know, that's huge. So check this out. In the official Safemoon Discord, a user gave Coroni a suggestion. Just turn off reflections in V1 to get everybody to move to V2. Off the top of your head, this proposal probably seems logical and commensical. If we turn off reflections in V1, then it loses its appeal and users would have no choice but to migrate to V2. However, Coroni's explanation seems to suggest otherwise. Here's what Coroni said. V1 was written in a way where you can only buy out full integers greater than 0. V2 is a much needed upgrade so we can continue to innovate. Confused? What do you think Coroni meant by that? Well, keep watching because he explains himself. He says, I'm saying we can't do numbers less than 1. We are, however, finalizing a solution to close the gate. This is huge, guys. The team is finalizing plans on how to close the gate on V1 so that V2 holders can begin to bask in a massive downpour of reflections. But wait, it gets even crazier because as I mentioned in the opening, the V2 Burn wallet has been excluded from the rewards list. If you don't understand what this is about, then you're probably a new fan of the channel. But it's quite simple. Right now, the Burn wallet is treated as a wallet, so as tokens are sent to the Burn wallet during the automatic burn, the tokens in the Burn wallet will get the reflections. Of course, this means less reflections for everyone. However, the team has made it clear on several occasions that one day it would be stopping the burn. You've probably heard this a lot as a Safemoon holder, but what does that mean? Well, in simple words, it means that the dev team will now exclude the Burn wallet from the rewards list. All wallets that own Safemoon are on the rewards list, which is why they receive reflections. Hence, once the Burn wallet is removed, Burn stops, which means that the Safemoon Burn wallet will no longer receive reflections. So, this ends up being more reflections for all holders. Apparently, the exclusion of the Burn wallet from the rewards list is also part of the transition procedure into V2. When a user asked Coroni to explain why the reflections on the V2 Burn wallet was turned off, Coroni explained that it was migration period and that the dev team had discussed it. So it would appear that it was a pre-scheduled arrangement for the launching of V2. That said, there's an even bigger reason this development is great news for Safemoon holders. Keep watching and I'll show you why. Now, do you remember the Bitmart hack that happened earlier in the month? Well, if you didn't know about it, or perhaps you forgot, a total sum of $150 million in assets was withdrawn from Bitmart by hackers. In an official statement made by Bitmart, the exchange explained that the security breach was mainly caused by a stolen private key, which affected 2 of its hot wallets, but that other assets were safe. To make up for customers' losses, Bitmart promised to pay out of its purse to reimburse customers of the platform. Now, in that hack, about 29 billion Safemoon were withdrawn. Imagine Bitmart decides to buy back these tokens in V2. With the burn wallet now gone and there being only about 140,000 holders, that's going to be crazy huge reflections for all holders. In response to the tweet sent out by Safemoon fan John Caroni and Ryan both send googly eyes. So maybe this is actually going to happen. Who knows? Let me know what you think in the comment section. And while you're there, you might want to take me up on this offer and be the proud owner of 1,000 Safemoon V2 tokens. Considering all that we've talked about in today's video, I'm sure you realize that's huge. So, for a chance to win 1,000 V2 tokens, all you have to do is be subscribed to the channel, like this video, and comment #Safemoon. Good luck! Alright, back to the video. The summary of V2 is that the fewer people we have on the contract, the more reflections V2 holders stand to gain. So, while we anticipate the mass adoption of V2, there's also no reason to panic at all. Meanwhile, if you haven't upgraded to V2 yet, I'd say you should consider it. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, but considering how many free tokens you stand to gain if Bitmart buys back Safemoon for holders, I think it's a decision worth thinking about. And don't forget that V1 will close soon. According to Caroni, a date will be announced soon, and this date will most likely be in the new year. But in the build-up to that time, V1 will be closed in stages for 45 days. This is currently being discussed among the dev team, so the team might begin to lock V1 even from this week. Besides, crypto trackers like CMC and Coinbase are already displaying V2 prices rather than V1. So there's obviously a gearing up for the locking of Safemoon V1, and you sure don't want to be left behind. That said, I've got some super urgent news from Russia that you absolutely need to check out. Apparently, Russia is looking into banning cryptocurrencies altogether. This isn't exactly surprising considering that Russia already banned the use of crypto as a mode of payment within its stores. Well, it would appear that the country wants out of the crypto industry altogether, which means that the market should probably prepare for a market-wide correction. However, considering that Russia has such a low impact in the global trade of cryptocurrencies, this correction might not be epic. Russia has only about 11.9% of its citizens as holders of cryptocurrencies. So, though this information is troubling, I don't think it should have a huge effect on Safemoon. Yes, there will be a correction, but I don't think it is anything that the market wouldn't bounce back from pretty quickly. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Feel free to share yours with me in the comment section. I sure would love to read them. That said, if you enjoyed this video, then please like the video and leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. If you're a true Safemoon fan, then you must check out this video.